Hey everyone, Techno G here, representing those who are 40 and up who love their tech. And happy Valentine's Day to everyone, especially teachers out there. I'm sure you're getting bombarded with a whole lot of cool little cards from your students. It's a pretty good feeling to be a teacher right now. Anyway, this video is going to be a quick video where I want to discuss the thin line between a smartphone and an actual PC. Because I'm this close, pretty much this close to using my Note 20 Ultra as my main portable daily driver. Now, we tech lovers, we love to have an array of different tech devices, PCs, smartphones, smartwatches, things like that, where it's sometimes not necessary to carry everything that you like. Sometimes you can get away with just one main device. Now don't get me wrong, the PC is bar none the best, I would say the best piece of tech for processing power, for doing work, for doing Word documents, PowerPoint presentations, video rendering, gaming. It's a very well-rounded piece of tech. However, you can't deny that smartphones have come a long way since the iPhone 1, or even the Trio 650, which came out before the iPhone. But the iPhone 1 was truly a revolutionary piece of technology where you could do a multiple amount of things on there. But since the iPhone 1, seriously, smartphones have come a long way. And when I say come a long way, I mean there are some smartphones out there on the market that have a pretty sizable amount of RAM. There's one smartphone in particular, the Red Magic, the ZTE, Red Magic 6X Pro. I've been eyeing this particular phone for a while, knowing that it's not on sale in the US. You have to buy this on eBay or whatnot. But this particular phone here, this can, with the highest specs, can go up to 18 gigabytes of RAM. That's higher than pretty much most laptops on the market today. Now, if you have a laptop with that you can expand the RAM, that's great too. You can get up to 32 or even 64 gigabytes of RAM in a laptop, which is wowie. But for a phone to have 18 gigabytes of RAM that fits in your pocket, you can't deny how cool that is. So with that, and having storage up to a terabyte in an SD card, and the processors and phones with Samsung, their Snapdragon processors, they're awesome. Apple, their new Bionic chip, oh my goodness, totally awesome. So even with Apple, the Apple 13 Pro Max, that Bionic 15 processor is bar none the fastest processor out for any smartphone. No one can catch up to them. Even Samsung has been trying to do it. They've been trying to compensate for that speed, but they can't catch up to Apple right now. So as far as processing power, Apple has that in the bag. But Samsung is no slouch either. Now, their Snapdragon processors may not be as fast, but they're fast enough to get jobs done. You can still render videos, you can still shoot in 4K, render that and post it on YouTube straight from the phone instead of putting it onto a PC. There's an array of things that you can do on the Samsung device. And with the integration of Microsoft, that really truly makes Samsung a true productivity powerhouse in the smartphone game. You can connect your phone to a PC, receive calls and texts on your PC, and reply straight from your PC. That is truly amazing. And with Samsung DeX, wow. Having a desktop-like experience from your phone onto a monitor, that is some pretty cool stuff, where you can still work in Word, PowerPoint, and then transfer that over to your PC if you want to by using Google Drive as your cloud flash drive. That's some really cool stuff. So you can't deny how awesome Samsung is doing, especially like I said with the integration of Microsoft. And that's why I truly believe that I can use my phone as my complete daily driver, whereas I don't have to necessarily carry my laptop with me. And that's why I decided I'm keeping this at school. I've been carrying this with me from home to work and then from work to home for a very long time. I'm not going to keep this here and pretty much use this as my daily driver. Now, yes, there's some pros and cons to this. First con you're saying, and I will say, screen. Now the screen is not as big as your laptop screen, but is it still readable? Of course it is, because you spend so much time scrolling on Facebook on here, looking at YouTube videos, so it doesn't strain your eyes, especially not as much as a PC would. Another factor that makes this really truly a good replacement for your PC. Sorry, I had to pause my video. Student just gave me a cupcake for Valentine's Day. But as I was saying, the one thing that really truly makes using a Samsung as your complete daily driver is that with Bluetooth you can connect a keyboard and a mouse to the phone. Look at the little mouse arrow. Oh, I gotta turn it this way to make it better. But look at the mouse there. That is so cool. And look how fast it is. Barely any latency. So using PowerPoint as an example, this setup looks really, really awesome to have this keyboard, to have an actual PowerPoint presentation that I created on a PC, to use on this phone, using this Bluetooth mouse to navigate on here, using pinch and zoom, pinch to zoom in and zoom out. You can edit right on the PowerPoint presentation, save it on here, transfer it to Google Drive to get it on another device. It's pretty awesome that you can use these devices seamlessly to get your work done. Now, if you just wanted to use the phone itself, using PowerPoint and as a mobile app does have a lot of limitations. Number one, you're not gonna have all the features that you would have on PowerPoint on a PC. For example, drawing lines and shapes. So for my case, if I wanted to draw notes, can't do that with the mobile app. Can do that on a PC. So you get all the features on a PC, but not on here. And that may be I would say, yeah, that may be a deal breaker for people that want to use just the phone. So again, not all the features, and that's not cool. You don't want to go back and forth between phone and then going to the PC to do certain things that the phone can't, then going back to the phone. You might as well just have a PC. So for a lot of people, PC is a better device to have than the phone. But if you create all of your PowerPoints on the PC and don't have to edit them that much, then it'll be more beneficial just to use the phone, just to do some simple text edits or like that. If you do find a PowerPoint app or an app that uses PowerPoint that can have certain features that your PC has, then you got to do a little homework to find it. For example, WPS, what is that called? Yeah, WPS, I believe that's what it's called. This one right here. This has more features. Actually, no, it has less features than the actual Microsoft PowerPoint mobile app. But editing on here is a lot simpler, and it's you don't have to go through a lot of menus to edit on this one. On the PowerPoint one, you gotta go through some menus in order to edit. So here it is, the application here. I believe you have to go to, nope. Double click. So you click on the slide, then you gotta go to edit, and then you gotta go into the slide and then edit. With the other one, you can just edit on one click rather than two clicks. So it's mainly for preference as far as finding the right mobile app for you to do your work or whatnot. But again, no matter what mobile app you use, it's not going to have the rich features as an actual PC application. But still, just carrying this is much better than carrying this. So again, it's all up to preference. So as always, at the end of the day, it's all about what you want to use that will be beneficial for your usage. Would you like to carry a PC with all the cool features? Try to get a small one if you can, like this one. This one is pretty cool. Or would you like to go even smaller and lighter and have yourself a smartphone that's capable of doing work and playing? Get yourself a wireless or Bluetooth keyboard, Bluetooth mouse, and you can still fit all of this in your pocket or a very small bag and still have a powerhouse setup to do a bevy of your work, but not the entirety, because again, this is not a full-fledged PC. So let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think that smartphones are getting better at doing PC computing, or do you think it's still a long way off? Would you still continue to use your PC for your computing, or would you consider using a smartphone to be your main device? Let me know in the comment section what you think and what you already have. If you enjoyed this video, definitely leave that thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Tell your friends about my channel, and I hope to see you in my next video.